Bess turned back to the counter. Rachel was a year older than Sarah, but most of the time they seemed like twins. They were so similar and so inseparable. Bess couldn't wait to bake cookies for her own keener. She wanted at least 8, or however many God decided she and Caleb should take care of for him. Enough daydreaming. Time to get the carrots into the pot on the stove. Movement outside the window above the sink caught her gaze. Oh, look! It's snowing! Again? Maddie struggled to stuff the towels onto a shelf along the far wall. We've had more than our fair share this winter. It's January. Enough is enough. Ordinarily, Bess would agree. But snow this afternoon meant Caleb, his father Solomon, and his brothers might come back from Aidan's farm early. They were helping Aidan Graber build yet another shed for his pullets. Caleb's best friend was doing well with his business of selling chickens to the company that processed them for sale at grocery stores. Meat from his chickens was being sold all over Missouri and right here in the Jamesport supermarket. Caleb would work for Aidan until he could get a harvest out of his own. At any rate, they had plenty of work to do. Having the men home early for supper would be a treat. Still, she would never argue with her mother-in-law. Those are bath towels. Don't you want to put them in the laundry room next to the tub? Maddie gave her a blank look, something she did a great deal of late, followed by irritation. She snatched the towels back from the shelf with another harumph and stomped across the room. Bess set a place for Aidan. He's got no hot meal waiting for him at home. That was the thing about Maddie. She might be a cranky, persnickety old soul, but she had a heart under that crusty exterior. I'll have the girls do it. I'll do it when I get back. That was the other thing about Maddie. She had to have the last word. Bess didn't mind. Nobody worked harder than Maddie, and sometimes age deserved the last word. Bess! As if saying his name could make Aidan appear. Chuckling at this new flight of fancy, Bess turned at the sound of their friend's voice. He strode into the room and skidded to a stop on those long legs that made him the best kid to have on the baseball team at school. He was the opposite of Caleb in every way, tall and skinny to his best friend's short and stocky, hair the color of toast that seemed peculiarly at odds with his gray eyes. Caleb had warm almond brown eyes and hair. Opposites in looks and temperament. The same in their love for God, family, land, and animals, in that order. I figured you would come in early with the snow, but... Bess. Aidan's voice sounded odd, hoarse. Probably the cold air aggravated his throat. He'd been down with pneumonia right after Christmas, a fact that surely could be attributed to not having a Fra to care for him. Caleb, Caleb's what? Maddie stomped across the room and picked up a stack of plates from the shelf, her perpetual frown deepening. You're dripping on the floor. And look, you've tracked in mud. It's Caleb. He's gone. The anguish in Aidan's voice sent a fierce pain burrowing into Bess's chest. Comprehension tried to follow after it. She shoved it away. Knee. Her legs wavered under her. What do you mean he's gone? Where? He better get himself back here right now. It's starting to snow and we're having stew for supper. He loves stew. I made bread and peanut butter cookies, his favorite. Aidan's arms came up. Whether to stop the flow of words or to defend himself, Bess couldn't say. There was an accident. The roads were slick from the snow. A pickup truck hit his buggy right where the dirt road meets the highway. He was almost home. He died. The bare recitation of the facts ended suddenly. Silence fell. The battery-operated clock on the pine table ticked. The wood in the fire crackled, no longer a comforting, familiar sound. Nay! She didn't recognize her voice. It sounded high and breathless, like it belonged to a little girl who'd been twirling around and around in circles until she fell to the ground.